All right, guys. So welcome along. And this evening we have a very, very special guest, our very own CEO of UK FM World, Anita Sieniuc. So welcome, Anita. Thank you very much, first of all, for your time, for
Thank you for having me.
jumping on this call. So we'd like to ask you a couple of questions today. And first of all, some of the guys who will be watching this, I don't think they actually know the whole story of how FM came to UK. So perhaps, first of all, I'd like to ask you just to share a bit of the story, because some people might imagine it was much fancier than it actually was.
I think, when you watch someone who runs a business and the business is growing and is very successful, they don't actually realize that this business had to start somewhere, like all businesses. I sometimes laugh that we have started like Apple company in the garage, because it's the same story concerning us. So I always say when I tell my story that everything happens for a reason, and that's how my story has started. I have to go back as far as to my years when I was at the university, because that's how I met Chris.
Yeah.
I studied business construction. I'm actually building engineer, which it's crazy, yes.
Well, you're
But
sort of building.
Yes, still building, yes, but I should build motorways and airports. But I actually never worked in my profession, because that's how my life changed when I met Chris, my fiance. I met him online when I was at the university, and after I finished my university, we had to decide, because obviously we stayed together, we had to decide where we would live. He was from Wrocław and I was from the north of Poland, so I said, okay, let's move to my place. So we moved to north of Poland, and just after 2 weeks we moved to Poland. Chris's dad has a really serious car accident.
Okay.
And that's why I say everything happens for a reason. And I always say this car accident had to happen, because of that car accident we are running a FM.
Mm-hmm.
Because when the car accident happened, Chris had to took over Chris's dad's job as a photographer in Wrocław, in order for his dad not to lose his job, because he was in the hospital for 3 months.
Oh,
his
wow.
neck was crushed, he just couldn't move. So we decided to move back to Wrocław. So Chris took over the job as a photographer, and I was without any job. And because Artur Trawiński knew Chris, they were friends, it was like meant to be. Artur was setting up FM business at the same time we moved to Wrocław. And he said, Anita, you just moved to Wrocław, you don't have any job, come work for me. So I was one of the first employees of FM in Poland. That's
Wow.
how we started. That's how FM started. We had 2 rooms. I think we had 50 fragrances, and that's it. I remember the day, I think it was after 2 weeks, we celebrated that we sent 40 parcels. We opened the champagne. It was like a really big celebration. I had no idea what network marketing was. People were coming to the office. Bear in mind that we didn't have a website. There were no trees, like people could log in and check the trees online and check the progress of the points. No, they were coming to the office, bringing the registration forms. And when they were building the team, when they came to the office, we had to print the tree, because obviously the software created the tree, but we had to print them every time they came to the office, so they could have a look how their structure looked like.
Was dinosaurs walking at that time as well?
Well, I was so busy in the office, I didn't look out the window, But it was it was growing really fast. Leaders were coming with the pile of registration forms, and I didn't know at that time. I was just putting the details like they were joining the club.
Yeah.
But after a few months, when I started paying them commissions, I said to myself, hang on, something is wrong. This business has just started like a few months ago, and people earn so much money. It's unbelievable. Then after another few months, people from abroad, from Czech, from Slovakia, from Hungary were coming to Wrocław to buy the products. So this showed me that not only the products are amazing, but the business is amazing because they earn a lot of money after a few months. And not only in Poland, but other countries around are also interested. So I was thinking, the thought in my mind came in October that maybe I could open a branch abroad somewhere as well. And it was in October, and in January I was already here.
Wow.
So it was like instant decision. And between the thought and that time when I came to the UK, I never thought that something could go wrong.
Yeah.
Like I could have any problems, any obstacles on my way until I came to the UK. You can imagine Polish girl coming to the UK with no creditability, no credit history, and wanted to rent a house. No one wanted to rent me a house. So thankfully, my dad had friends in London, and they guaranteed for us, and we could rent a house so we could live somewhere. So we had a house, and then we wanted to rent an office. I could forget about renting an office. And again, the same story. No creditability, nothing. They couldn't trust me, so no one wanted to rent me a house, an office. But I said, nothing will stop me. And we started in a house. That's why I always laugh that we started in a garage, because our garage was our warehouse and our living room was our office. So that's how we started. And sometimes now when leaders or business partners ask me about the advice, how can I approach business partners when I'm only on 6%? I don't have anything to prove that this business is amazing, that they can earn a lot of money because I just started. And I always go back to my story. Imagine when I started and I was having an office in the living room. It wasn't like a fancy house, it was a normal house, and I was inviting leaders, like not leaders at that time, just people I wanted to introduce to this business, and I was telling them how this business is amazing from living room. But this showed that when you have passion about the business, when you know what you are talking about, and you know people who are already successful in this business, like I knew because I used to work in FM in Poland, and I knew this business would be amazing. You have to remember, people join you, not the business.
Yeah.
So it's up to you how passionate you are about the business, about the products. That's why we always say that it's very important when you join the business to know the products.
Yeah.
You have to find at least 3 products that you love, that you know, when someone wakes you up in the evening, you can talk about it all night, that what this product means to you, how it changed your life. And when people hear about this product, they see that you really love this company. I have few products like that, a lot of products in FM like that, but I always, when I see somewhere that someone mentions my favorite product online, I have to comment on Facebook. For example,
my one is the volumizing shampoo.
Actually, one I saw yesterday that someone mentioned, because it was in our top 10 products from the makeup. It was towel makeup remover.
Oh, yeah.
And people don't know how good this product is until they buy it and they use it. I know there are many cheaper versions of this towel in different brands. But when they actually try the cheaper one and our towel, the difference is huge. It's that's why it's so important to try the product, so you know the product and you know what you're talking about. I also posted the picture that I have 2 towels on duty in my bathroom. One I use one day, I wash it, it dries out, so the other day I use the other one. So I have few products like that, and I'm sure there is one product coming out on Saturday that will be my favorite as well. So you have to wait until Saturday to know which product is that.
Fantastic, fantastic. What are the other ones? Tell us. You have to let out the secret now. Like your favorite.
My favorite, well, obviously perfumes, and probably everyone know that Flamingo is my favorite one.
Yeah.
And when I was working in FM in Poland, everyone knew that 33 was my favorite fragrance. It was my favorite fragrance for probably the whole time I worked in FM. When they came to the room, they knew, oh, Anita was here, because it smells like 33 in this room. So it's also very important to have that special fragrance of yours. Yeah. So it's like branding yourself. We talk about branding yourself a lot. Fragrance is one of the things that you can brand yourself. When people enter the room and they smell and they know that you repeatedly comment about your favorite fragrance, which is number 20, oh yes, mine is number 20, they will identify you with fragrance number 20. Yeah. And then if someone, for example, if someone mentions fragrance number 20, you straight away think about that person. Like when someone sees flamingos online, they straight away think about me, you know? So it's very nice, very, very important to have that thing or the product that identifies you as an FM member or as a person as well.
Absolutely.
So what else? Eyebrow set, obviously phenomenal mascara, cleaning products. My kitchen is full of our cleaning products. Fire and glass remover, degreaser extra power. These are 2 key products in my kitchen. Fireplace I also use when I fry, and I use it on the pan. It's absolutely amazing. You don't have to scratch the pan. You just spray the product, wait 10 minutes, and the dirt comes off just like that. Awesome. Bathroom cleaner, shower cleaner, because I have a glass as a shower, not curtain but a glass. Yeah. And the water in London is very there's a lot of lime scale on the glass. When you use a shower cleaner, when you spray it, clean it, and then pour water on the glass, the water doesn't stay on the glass. The glass is very clean. So another amazing product. I could talk about products all night, Fantastic. Just give me the product. That's how you should be. You should really try the products. Have that experience with the product that people talk about that are so amazing.
100%.
Start with the cleaning product. Even if you don't have a lot of money to buy products, cleaning products are much affordable. Try 2-3 a month and you will be absolutely amazed with the results.
100%. Okay, so now you told us where it all started. So where it is today, can you give us some numbers for people just to get an idea of how it's grown since then?
Yes. When it started, it didn't grow very well. Like most of the businesses, I think people give up too early. Yeah. And the worst advisors are always family members. And it was the same with my case. When it didn't go very well, everyone around me were telling me, what have you done? You left a really good job, FM, in Poland. You came to the UK. It doesn't grow very well. We put money into it. You don't get the money back. And I was like pushing all those comments away, and I was telling them, wait and see. I am patient, and I know this business will be amazing. And I started in January 2006, and it was 2009. It was growing, but not as much as I was expecting it to grow.
Yeah.
But 2009 was the breaking point when the recession hit UK.
Yeah.
People were uncertain of they were losing jobs, they were losing houses, because it was very rough situation, very rough time in the UK. So they were looking for a different opportunity to earn extra money. That's why it started to grow in 2009. And we actually have a track of the record. Every year was better than the previous year. So it was steadily growing. But last year, like 2018, compared to 2017, it was like 50% growth.
Wow.
And I was like really amazed. It was like absolutely amazing. And I was talking to Chris, I said, that January will be the best year to see if it's still growing, because we could compare again January to the previous January. Yeah. And it was again 50% growth. And we were all like amazed how it's growing. And you know how your trees are growing.
Yeah.
When you join, you are alone. Then when you join three people, when you find three people, you are like a team of 4. But then those 3 people find 3 people, it's 10 of you already. So you can see how fast it's growing. Yeah. And it's the same like now. We have 100,000 people, and imagine those 100,000 people now bring 3 people.
Yeah.
It's I don't know how many people, because it's unbelievable to actually count how many people. So this is the stage where it would be really hard to stop it, the growth.
Exactly.
And also, we are, I think, in the same time as we were in 2009, the Brexit. Yeah. People don't know what will happen in 18 days or 20 days, or, you know.
And plus another credit.
We still don't know. We still don't know, and the government doesn't know. So people are afraid, first of all, are afraid of the prices going up.
Yeah.
Not only like, if we have duties to pay, we will have to put the prices up. But not only us, everywhere the prices will go up. Because what's in the UK? Lamb? Milk, yes, maybe some vegetables, and the rest of the products are imported from abroad.
Yes.
So if there is duties to pay, taxes to pay, everyone will have to put the prices up. But the salaries won't go up.
Yeah.
So people will look for the alternative ways to earn that extra money.
100%.
Because there is a lot of families that at the moment are struggling. So imagine what will happen if the prices will go up and they will have to even more save to, you know, feed their families and their children.
Exactly.
So this is a great opportunity to actually tell people, listen, we don't know what will happen, but I can help you. There is still time to join the business, to start the business. It doesn't cost you anything. It's free to join. Just take a leap of faith, just have a look what we do and see if it's something for yourself.
Exactly. Awesome. And it's been amazing to see that growth. You know, I've been with FM now 8 years, you know, so it's been incredible to see how it has developed and how it's grown. It's like,
And you know, social media plays a huge part in this growth.
Yeah.
People, when people started to use Facebook as a business tool, their business changed completely, because, you know, I'm sitting at my home with a blanket, and we can have a business meeting without going out from our homes, where 5 years ago we had to go travel by car to meet in the hotel lobbies, and sometimes you came and no one came to the Rita's first meeting when no one came. I remember that when she was telling this story. There were a lot of situations like that. You travel miles because you're meeting your team members and they are not coming. So if you are doing a meeting like Zoom, there is not a chance that no one will show up, because people don't have to go out. They just sit in their home like now, and they just watch on Zoom. They can mute themselves, they can turn the camera off, they don't have to even show up, just participate in the meeting and listen. And it's very important for people who are very shy. They are not outgoing and they are afraid of going out and meeting, because for some people business meeting is something that they could never imagine they could participate in.
Absolutely.
Sometimes when I remember when we had a lot of business meetings in our distributor center in London. When I said it was before 5-6 years ago, leaders were meeting other potential business partners in our distributor center. People were okay, it was very nervous for them, because they were meeting someone very dressed up, and they were thinking, oh, I couldn't do that. I don't have products. I don't have money to invest. But when they meet online like you guys and they listen to the stories of other people, they can relate to many people's stories, and everyone's story is different. And even if they listen 10 people and they say, this is not still a business for me, and that 11th person will tell their story completely the same like theirs, their mind opens. Okay, if that person can do it, I can do it as well. That's 100%. Why it's very important during a meeting not only to coach and to tell you have to do this and this, but to listen other stories. Like you listen my story.
Yeah.
It wasn't beautiful at the beginning. It was a really rough time, and I always say my gray hair came the first year I was in the UK. I'm gray now. I have to dye my hair because of the stress and nerves I had to go through the first year of my business.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Yes.
Okay, so it has grown to this amazing business. So what can the business partners expect in the future?
You know, I always knew that it will be amazing, but this time it blows my mind because I didn't expect the internet and the social media to take a huge part of this business, and my vision was completely different. My vision was that we will have hundreds meetings all over UK. We will be so busy. Every weekend there will be meeting there and there. And it's like that, but online. You know, I have Zooms every week in different teams. I feel like my vision is coming, live, but in a completely different way. Sometimes you think you visualize yourself somewhere and you end up there, but in a completely different city or place or with the different person. And it's like that for me. The business is absolutely amazing, and I know there are many amazing products in the production now which will change our business completely as well. But you have to think, you have to know that the process of creating product is not like, okay, let's do this and after 3 months we have it. No, it takes time, sometimes years to create the product. So every time we think about something, I call Poland, listen, maybe we'll do this and this. Okay, let's do it. Meet. We have meetings, we discuss it, and then it takes time to actually do the product. So I cannot, I cannot imagine when we have times where we can travel time, or you never know what will happen in 10 years or 20 years, but
Exactly.
it's going really amazing.
Fantastic, fantastic. And you being a CEO, so you're not building a team, but you actually, running the whole business. You have a very unique position because you get to see the whole thing from the side. So, looking from your position, what would you say? What would you recommend somebody if you knew somebody starting in the business or somebody's already in a business? What would you recommend them to do? And maybe some of the things, some of the mistakes you observed over the years that people do that actually is not great.
You talk about FM business, like
Absolutely.
yes. Well, everyone, first, I have to say, are in much better position than I am because I had to invest a lot of money. And I was in that risk that I didn't know. Well, I knew that it will grow very well, but it could go a different way, that I could lose that money. And I had to, like I mentioned, rent an office, hire people, buy equipment, working with people, like running a business. I'm in the conventional business. You are in the unconventional business. You are actually very lucky. So first of all, you don't have anything to lose. Nothing. It's free to join, so it doesn't cost you anything. But this is the first advice. Take a leap of faith and try. Someone said, I don't know, if someone gives you an opportunity, take it and then learn how to do it. I don't know who said that.
Richard Branson.
Yes. So this is my advice. Take the opportunity and then learn how to do it. And you have many people to learn how to do it, because you don't have to make the same mistakes people already did in the past. You just follow the advice what to do and run the business. Second advice, don't listen to people who advise you that doesn't work when they never worked in that business, or they don't know what network marketing is. I'm talking about your husband, yes, your wife, yes, those people who don't know what this business is all about. Example, we have leaders who went to Maldives this year with their partners, wives, husbands. In Maldives, husbands actually saw the potential of the business because they could participate in the conversation of other people from all over the world. And there were situations where the girls were coming to me, listen, my husband told me that he actually has 3 potential business partners in his office. He is converted. It's absolutely amazing. So this shows that you have to, I don't know, maybe it won't happen at the beginning, but take them to the business opportunity, maybe so they could see that it's not like garage business. That's why I always sell going to the meetings like conference or GNF opens the eyes about the business. It shows you completely different perspective of the business. And this saying that meetings or conferences create leaders is absolutely true, because we have so many people who were on 6%, 9%, and they said, okay, I'll go to the conference. And after the conference, they hit pear, amaranth, and even diamond orchid. So this is my second advice. Don't listen to the people who advise you, the people who don't know what they are talking about. I know they want to protect you, yes, but as I said, first advice, it didn't cost you anything. You don't have anything to lose, maybe some time, because you have to spend some time to know the business, to know people from the industry, to educate yourself as
For sure.
well, because you have to, this business actually not only gives you money potential, but also can develop you as a person. You can become a completely different person, outgoing, you can rise your self-esteem, you can meet a lot of friends, even if you are shy, stay at home, you don't have many friends. This business can actually change your social life completely as well.
For
So
sure.
don't be afraid of that, to meet other people, because you can meet absolutely amazing people. Okay, advice.
Fantastic.
So second advice, don't listen to advices of people who don't know what they're talking about. And my third advice, never give up.
Yeah.
Because you never know when, because in this business, it's like growing seeds and then water the seeds. And sometimes we have a year where there is no sun, there is a bad weather, and your plants don't grow as well as they could grow.
Yeah.
But the other year, it can completely change your garden. And it's the same in this business. You never know when you meet amazing people who will take your business up to the roof.
Yeah.
That's why I say never give up. There is a picture going through, my favorite picture, when the guy digs under the ground and gives up because he didn't find the diamonds, but the diamonds were just like inches behind that ground.
Exactly.
But he just gave up and turned back. That's my favorite picture, showing that you should never give up. And I've never given up on this business.
Yeah.
That's why it's growing so nice, so fast. And I think there is no better time to, there is never a better time to start. For some people, there wasn't the right time 1 year ago or 2 years ago. Sometimes when people say no to you, I had a Zoom once and they were laughing at me because I was explaining that when you show the business to someone and they say, no, it's not my thing. It's not, they say no, not because they don't like the business, but maybe they had a really rough morning.
Yeah.
Maybe their baby just, shit on their carpet, very expensive carpet, they had really rough morning, and they don't want to listen about the business. But in few days, they may come back to you and let's listen what business you are saying, because I had really bad day that day. Yes. So don't judge people when they say no to you, because maybe this is not the right time for them at the moment you tell them about the business.
Yeah, absolutely.
Also, another advice, when you start the business, talk to everyone you meet, and wear the fragrances. When you go to shopping to Tesco's, before you enter the shopping center, spray the perfume on yourself like your favorite fragrance, so that you really can't stand the smell. And then you walk around people and they will compliment you. Oh, what a nice fragrance you are wearing. This is the moment when you start conversation. Oh, this is my business. Oh, what kind of business it is? Listen, give me do you use Facebook? Give me don't give them yours, because they will never contact you. Take their details, and even take a phone and add them straight away on Facebook, and tell them in the evening, just scroll my Facebook, or I will add you to my group, see what I'm doing. Even if they won't have a look, you will appear at their feet every day, and they will remember, oh, this is that woman who smelled that strong fragrance in Tesco's. Yes?
Absolutely.
Every time you go, remember now, every time you enter a shopping center, before you enter, lots of fragrance on you. Try that. And
brilliant.
I can guarantee people will compliment on your fragrance.
Definitely 100%. Also, you mentioned about the conferences that they help. So we have actually a conference coming up on 28th of September, and we also have the GNF happening in June in Poland. So why do you think it's important to go to those events, and why a part of making progress in business, why else would somebody need to go to those events?
I think when we meet online in small group, we talk about the business. Me and you, Gediminas, it's different because you were in our distributor center, so this business exists. Yes, you could touch the desk in the living, in the training room. You could touch the products. You could talk to our staff. This business exists.
Yeah.
But when you meet other business partners online, they know that they can call someone in the office and they can talk to them, but they don't see like this business potential. Sometimes when we have opportunity that some business partners visit our warehouse and they go into the warehouse, and when they enter the warehouse they say, wow, this is big. So when you enter you can imagine going to GNF and going to that room with 4,000, 5,000 people, it's going like to that warehouse. And you go and say, wow. You feel that energy. You feel that music, this powerful music. Everyone talk about the success, meet, kiss, exchange phone numbers. There are cars awarded to business partners. It's real. You actually see that it's real, and you feel that you are a part of it as well.
Yeah.
Because without every single one of you, this business wouldn't exist. It's not just leaders that create this company. Every single point made in this business creates this company.
Yeah.
So it's not only leaders that we reward. That's why we have so many different incentive programs to reward even small orders. You get rewarded. Every single person is important in this business, and you can feel that during events. GNF is international, so you can really see that it's an international business. You can hear Russian, Lithuanian, Polish, Italian, Greek, different languages. It's really hard to describe how amazing it is. That sometimes you feel butterflies in your tummy. That's how amazing it is.
Absolutely.
You have to go there to actually know this. And when someone goes there, they will say, okay, I will come every single year from now on. And conference is different because it's more like training, it's recognition, it's like more like cozy family meeting, because we are like a UK family. You know everyone, but you meet them for the first time in most cases, because like we see each other now. When you meet someone face to face, you say, okay, it's you, oh my God, I know. It's really hard to describe, but it's like that. Yes.
Absolutely.
Many times you meet someone online and you talk to them for a year every day, and you see them on Zooms and lives, and then when you meet them, it's like, I know you for a year. You are like my sister, but I can touch you now. Do you understand?
Absolutely.
It's completely. It's like meeting Santa Claus. It's like that.
Terrific, awesome. And I've heard that you actually going to Eric Worre's Most Powerful Women in Network Marketing in April. Well, actually, I went to the GoPro in December, and I bought 10 tickets for this year. So I'm actually bringing 10 people with me. So,
oh wow!
So would you say it's important to also invest in yourself in terms of attending outside events like generic trainings and things like that?
Yes, because I will show you why. When you are a person who, like I said before, a person who goes to a business meeting and have that in their mind that I'm not a business person, I can't run a business, it's not me, I'm too shy, I don't know how to talk to people, I'm really I don't look good, I'm fat, I'm ugly, I don't have a nice hair. Those meetings, those trainings can really show you that every single person is worth of doing amazing things. Those meetings will show you that there are many people like you who thought about themselves like you, changed their lives completely.
Absolutely.
I remember when I had to do my first live, I was in the toilet for probably 1 hour. I was so scared. Trust me, it's true. I was so scared of doing live. I was really nervous. I had to go to the toilet. I won't mention for what, but you can imagine. That's how I was nervous of doing live. Now, I love doing lives.
Yeah.
So this shows, and those self-development can break your fears, break your barriers, break a fear of talking. We had so many speakers during our conference, like Margarita was scared to go on the stage to speak at the conference. Yeah. When I asked her, she was like, you are mad, I can't do it. And I said to her, you can do it. No, it's just when I explained that when you go on the stage, it's like 1 minute and then the fear goes away. When you know what you are talking about and when you talk with passion, the fear goes away. You don't have to even prepare yourself for the speech. You just talk. Like when I remember my first conferences, I always had like every word written what I was about to say. And when I forgot one word, I was scared that what now? What now? I don't remember what to say. So at the moment, I just have key points, what I want to talk about, so I don't forget the subject. But, I know what I'm talking about. I know the products, I know the business, I know a lot about self-development, I know a lot about healthy lifestyle when we talk about Fit 6. Yeah. So you have to develop yourself in many different aspects in not only the business, but life as well, like healthy lifestyle, because we have Fit 6. So when you have people asking you questions, you are always prepared of what you want to say. Yeah. So meetings like that, like GoPro, I know it's in America, but there are many different meetings, like even with Fraser Brooks in the country, or leaders organize meetings as well. Even if they are the same meetings every Wednesday and it's the same business opportunity, there are many different people talking about their stories and their experience. Every time, even 5% of every meeting, you will learn something. 100%. I'm sure you will learn something from today. I'm not saying...
I've already learned loads.
But something like little things, like maybe, yes, she's right, I have to go and spray those perfumes before I go to the shopping center, right? Absolutely. That's one thing you will remember, or try to find that perfume that identifies you, and every time someone asks you about your favorite fragrance, you say, I have many, but this one is my favorite.
Awesome. Yes? Awesome. I think we have one.
To sum up, don't be afraid to go to meetings. If you don't have time or don't have money, don't be afraid to spend that time in the evening to join Zoom and listen to other leaders like you joined today to listen to our conversation. Exactly. Because you can have a lot of knowledge for free these times when social media is so powerful.
Absolutely. I think we have one question. Mabel, are you here? Let's try and unmute you. Oops. Oh,
Hi, Mabel.
can you unmute yourself, Mabel? Because I don't seem to be able to unmute you.
Yes, you have to.
Why is not allowing me?
Unmute myself.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you.
Hello.
Hello. Thank you so much. I've learned so much and get so much good ideas, and it really is encouraging. But one thing, is bothering me to see we want to get the product so much into other countries like the Caribbean and even Africa. So many people want to join the business. Do you have any idea how we could get the product into the country at a reasonable rate so they can get a profit?
With the deliveries to different countries, every country is different.
Mm-hmm.
And we can't jump certain things. So I always suggest when you can get the products to other country, first of all, when you buy products, we can't deliver products to, for example, to Africa. We can deliver only to the UK address, and you can arrange the delivery to your country. So when you sell the products over there, don't be afraid to charge more than we charge business partners in the UK, because they will understand that you have different charges, you have different shipping costs, you have probably some kind of taxes as well, and I'm sure they will pay more because the products are really good quality. And I heard many different business partners who actually selling twice as much fragrances in Africa, and people still buy the products, so you can make a profit. And when you order the products, when we deliver the products to the UK and you arrange the delivery to Africa, and you have a stamp, custom stamp from Africa, you can actually claim a VAT back. It's 20%. So when you deliver us the invoices stamped by customs from Africa, we can give you your VAT back. So this, again, can be your profit.
Exactly. Fantastic. And I think a lot of people didn't know about that, so that's very useful.
But the very important, the stamps on every single invoice which were shipped to Africa had to have that customs stamp, and you have 3 months to claim the VAT from the invoice issue. So
Brilliant.
3 months, up to 3 months, you can claim your VAT back. And we give you 20% either to your FM account, and you can use it to buy products, or we can send it to your money, to your bank account as a VAT return.
Someone rang me, and I did not hear that clearly. What you said, if we from here send the product to Africa or the Caribbean,
yes,
we can claim.
If you buy products from us, from FM World UK, and we ship the products to the UK, and then you arrange the delivery from the UK to Africa using our invoices, and it comes through customs in Africa, and they stamp the invoices that it came through customs, and you will send us the invoices, scanned invoices with every single invoice which will have the stamp. Within 3 months from issuing the invoice, we will give you the VAT back.
Okay.
Fantastic. Okay, well, thank you very much, Anita, for your time this evening. It's been really, really informative, and
my pleasure.
Definitely, the guys got a lot of value from it. Thank you so much. So we are very excited for the new catalog launch. We are very excited for the conference, and yeah, it's just incredible time to build a business.
Yes, absolutely amazing. I hope you not get inspired, but I hope that you know that you really can make this business possible for yourself, because every single one of you can be diamond within a year, but it all takes, nothing comes easy. You have to take time to learn about the business, how to run a business, know the skills, and talk to people, make connections, online, offline, spray the fragrance, use it as a tool, talk to everyone, and you will see. Just make that goal to talk to one person a day.
Exactly.
Just try. Even if it comes like 7 o'clock and you haven't talked to anyone, go to shopping center and spray that perfume and go to the vegetable section and bend over someone that's reaching the cucumber, you're reaching for the cabbage. Yes? So you bend over someone, they have to smell the fragrance. Yes?
Oh, here's some
Even
ninja
if it's
technique.
7 p.m., Tesco's is open until 11 p.m. Yes? So if you haven't talked to someone until 7, go shopping. Go buy a cabbage and talk to even the counter lady. Make that go. And we can meet in 1 month and you will tell me your results.
Absolutely. Well, we'll take you up on that.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Anita.
Hello.